I'm running. Branches are slapping my face, roots grabbing at my boots, and behind me, no, above me, I can hear something climbing, not running, climbing. I look back, and there it is. A staircase, tall, wrong, and someone, or something, is standing on the top step. Cut back to the start. My name isn't important. What matters is that for 6 years, I worked as a search and rescue volunteer in one of the largest national forests in the United States. I've seen people lost, injured, frozen, panicked, but nothing terrifies me more than what I'm about to tell you. Every SAR team has unofficial rules. Ours had one we never wrote down. If you see a staircase in the woods, leave it alone. No explanations, no debate. Just a firm, absolute line. And for a long time, I never questioned it. The first time I saw one, I honestly thought it was some kind of prank. A staircase, maybe 10 steps standing perfectly upright on the forest floor. No debris, no ruins, no foundation, just a staircase, clean, intact, as if someone had plucked it out of a house and dropped it right there. When I approached it, my supervisor grabbed my arm so hard his nails left marks. He said, "Don't touch it." A few months later, we were searching for a missing child, 7 years old, vanished during a family hike. We found her just before sunset, standing beside a staircase, the same kind, perfect, untouched. The girl wouldn't speak, not a word. She kept covering her ears, shaking her head. Later, her mother told us the girl said something loud, was calling her name from above. At camp that night, the team started whispering. Everyone had seen a staircase at least once. Some said they appeared in places that were empty the day before. Others said they're older than the forest itself. Nobody talks about it publicly. We all know better. A man was found lying on the ground near one of those staircases. He swore he'd been unconscious for 5 minutes. His watch, phone, and emergency beacon all showed the same time stamp. He'd been gone for 1 full hour. He kept asking why the forest looked different. One night, while patrolling, I heard a voice calling out, "Hey, over here." It was my teammate's voice. Same tone, same pacing. But my teammate was standing right behind me, and he looked terrified. Whatever was calling us wasn't him. The next staircase was newer. White paint, carpeted steps, a design you'd see in a suburban home. But the carpet had dirt on only the bottom 2 steps, as if something walked down. One of the senior SARs said, "Some things out here aren't meant to be documented. Forests have memories, and they don't like being disturbed." He sounded dead serious. A ranger disappeared for 3 days. We found him asleep against a tree trunk. He said he'd followed his partner's voice up a staircase, except his partner had never entered the forest that day. His radio log caught something disturbing. 2 voices. Both were his, talking to each other. One voice sounded normal, the other delayed, like an echo with intelligence. At sunrise, I found another staircase in a clearing that had been empty before. On the top step was a torn piece of fabric, the same color as a jacket worn by a man we still hadn't found. I was tired of being afraid. I walked toward the staircase. The air grew colder. The wind stopped. The forest went silent. So silent, I couldn't even hear my own heartbeat. I placed my hand on the bottom step. The world muted, as if sound itself had been swallowed. Something deep in the forest exhaled. A long, slow breath. Two hikers disappeared near a ravine. We found one backpack and a tiny, sharp staircase, only 5 steps tall, to clean, to new. One hiker survived. She told us her friend stepped onto the staircase because he heard someone up there. The moment he reached the 3rd step, he vanished. No sound, no flash, just gone. And she swore she still heard him calling from somewhere far away. One night, I laid all the staircase coordinates on a map. My chest tightened. They formed a straight line, pointing toward an area fenced off and marked as restricted. No official explanation. I went, alone, no SAR approval, no backup. The deeper I went, the darker it got. Even with my flashlight, the trees swallowed the light. There was a smell: wet soil, old iron. In the center of the woods, I found it, a massive staircase, tall, white, almost elegant, like something out of a Victorian mansion, completely out of place in the wild. Behind me, I heard footsteps, but when I stopped, they stopped. When I stepped once, they stepped once. Always one beat behind. From the top of the staircase, a voice whispered, "Help, please." A voice I recognized. One of the still missing hikers. Against every instinct, I climbed 3 steps. The forest, warped like reality, was shivering. From just 3 steps up, the world looked wrong. The trees were in different places, shadows moved without wind, and in the sky, I saw 2 faint moons. Something pale slid from the side of the staircase. A hand, long fingers, skin smooth like porcelain. Too long to be human, it grabbed my ankle. I was yanked sideways, into a corridor that shouldn't exist. Dark, narrow walls, pulsing softly like they were breathing. Voices whispered all around me. "Don't look down, don't look down." Some voices sounded like the missing. Some sounded like me. I kicked hard, broke free, and fell backward, landing on forest ground. Normal forest ground. The staircase was gone. A rescue team found me hours later. My watch showed I'd been missing for 3 hours. To me, it felt like 20 minutes. My camera recorded audio while I was gone. My voice, whispered my name. 8 seconds before I arrived in that clearing. The supervisor pulled me aside. He said only one thing: "The forest has old paths, older than us. Don't go looking for them." Some nights, I dream of a hallway, long, cold, filled with faces staring at me from the dark. People we never found. I quit SAR. Now I avoid forests entirely, even small ones. I don't trust the trees. I don't trust the silence. But if you ever go hiking, and you see a staircase standing alone, impossibly clean, don't touch it, don't climb it. And whatever you do, don't trust the voice calling your name. A new hiker's body cam shows a staircase at dusk. Someone is standing on top. Silhouette still, watching. The figure tilts its head, and it looks exactly like me.